to this DCHL D4 Division playoff matchup between the High Rollers in yellow and the Stick Magnets in white. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcha. First playoff matchup for D4 Division today, and it promises to be a good one. Two competitive teams facing off for the chance to move on to the next round of the playoffs and a chance at the DCHL Cup. Joe Riviere of the High Rollers coming in to pinch in and help out, trying to play it forward, could not do so, and so Joe has to move back with it. Joe plays it forward for Carolyn Ellison. Carolyn in the pink helmet, she tries to push it up towards the boards and out of the zone. She does not succeed in doing so due to the amount of traffic in front of her, but that one is hit all the way down. No icing here. Referees ruling that Dimitri had won the race. Becca is in the slot waiting for a pass, but it does not come, as that is read nicely and then hit out of the zone. That one's going to go on net. Jason Boyd playing his second game in a row. He is the netminder for the Stick Magnets. He also subbed in net for the First Ladies in the last Rec Division playoff matchup that was played moments ago. Faced about 8,500 shots, and so it will be interesting to see if he is tired and if fatigue plays a role in this matchup. Jason's a veteran netminder though, so I expect that will not be the case. As that shot came out in the Roderick Cruz, he made the save and it was played out by the High Rollers. Tries to play it forward, does not do so. Dimitri trying to put it on net, does not succeed. Too much traffic in front. Becca though has a chance at it. It went off her stick at a tough angle though. That shot will find its way toward the net, but Jason Boyd is able to make the save and the cover for the whistle. So back and forth here in the first 2 minutes of this playoff matchup here in the DCHL. We play 3 15-minute periods. And because it is playoffs, if the score is tied after regulation, we have a 5-minute overtime period. And if it's still not enough at that point, we will have a shootout. Still a long way before any of those things possibly occur, as Carolyn Ellison keeps it in. Steered down and played forward by Jessica Nayrod up to Derek O'Halloran. Derek plays it forward at the opposite side of the court. Played behind the High Rollers net. Derek and Carolyn doing battle here. Oh, a bouncing ball came out. And fortunately for Roderick, it bounced at his shoulder and bounced at his feet. It was actually on his back, if I'm not mistaken. And then it had just kind of fallen at his side where he was able to cover it up for the whistle. That shot, oh, it came in and out. I thought that might have been in, but referees rule it is not. Play continues uninterrupted. Ball hit the post. I thought it had hit it in and out, but Joe Shea was the referee with the closest view, and he ruled that it was not a good goal. That is played out by the Stick Magnets past Neil Mosier's stick. He is forced to run it down. No icing here. He plays it to Carolyn. Carolyn plays it forward for Andra. Andra at center for Tim Boyer. Tim and Aubrey trying to connect, but could not do so as that one comes down back to Neil. Oh, Neil misplayed it right to Andrew's stick. Carolyn is able to break up the play and allow Roderick a chance to cover it. Good play by her, and a good cover by the High Rollers netminder. Mike Staley and Andrew in the faceoff dot for their respective teams. It is won forward by Mike. And Mike is able to poke it forward, and it actually goes off the foot of the Stick Magnets, so the High Rollers catch a break there as they are able to get it out of their zone. A pass to the center goes all the way to the opposite corner, where the High Rollers are forced to run it down. Becca Newman trying to keep it in play here. It comes out to center, past her, goes past Andra, so she's forced to run it down along with Mike Staley. Mike Staley will actually be the one to try and run that down as he had the quicker step. Pass at the center, swing and a miss though on the shot attempts. Prime opportunity, but the Stick Magnets could not capitalize. Mike Staley, a quick shot. That is deflected aside and then played down. Roderick thought about playing it forward, thought better of it, and so Joe Riviere will instead handle the ball as he moves up center, up to Dimitri. Dimitri tried to pass the center for Mike Staley, couldn't do so. Comes all the way down, and Roderick, choosing the safe option, will cover it up for the whistle. Playoff Sunday here in the DCHL. Lots of high-stakes matchups here going on today. Some teams will move on, some teams will not. The pass comes to Andrew at center. It's blocked nicely by Joe. Dimitri tries to play it forward. Instead had to dump it back to the corner for Joe. Joe tried to get around the net for Carolyn, could not do so as that pass is mistimed and played instead by Becca. She hits it all the way down. This might be an icing, however, and indeed it will be. A little too much mustard on that, and it will come all the way back into the high roller zone for a faceoff. The clock continues to tick here as we play a running clock here in the DCHL. It will only stop if it is a tie game or one-goal game with a minute to play in regulation. Otherwise, with every stoppage of play, the clock continues to run. We have a chance here by the high rollers. Misplayed. Becca with the shot goes wide of the net. Played out and then all the way down. That will be icing. Neil couldn't get a stick on it. And I believe if he had, it would have been a high sticking call anyway, so better to let that roll all the way down and take the face-off in the offensive zone. Won by the high rollers. A quick shot goes high over the net. Andra with a couple shot attempts. It goes right to the stick of the other waiting high roller. 3 shots in a row, but all of them stopped by Jason Boyd. He has had his work cut out for him all day. First in the previous game, subbing for the First Ladies, and now here playing with high rollers. Neal shot, blocked in front before it could get to the crease. Played around by the stick magnets. Oh, a little shove there, some physicality. You gotta watch that. Oh, another quick shot. Saved again by Jason Boyd as Derek tries to clear it all the way down. He succeeds in doing so. Went by Neal's stick, no icing here. And Andrew will run it down for the stick magnets. Couldn't get possession as that is cleared out by Neil Mosier. High rollers without Nick Mosier today, the current captain of the squad. Aubrey in the red shorts, as you see at the point there. He will be taking over the team next season. And Nick Mosier, unfortunately injured in a situation in which he was saving a school bus full of children from an attacking grizzly bear. And so because of that, had to spend some time recuperating and some time not playing hockey. So we wish him a quick and speedy recovery. He didn't actually get into a fight with a grizzly bear, in case you couldn't tell. I don't actually know how he hurt himself, but it was doing something physical, I'm sure. So he is not here for this matchup, this playoff matchup, but the high rollers doing well in his absence. They have had a majority of the shots so far in this matchup against the stick magnets. That one will go all the way down for an icing with 5:52 and counting to play in the first. Tim Boyer in the face-off that for the high rollers. He wins it back to Dimitri. Quick shot and a quicker save there by Jason Boyd. Tim in the corner once again gets it to Dimitri, but couldn't get it back to Tim as that is played and deflected out. Joe shrugs it down with his shoulder, but not able to keep it in play. Some stick checking there, some falling bodies, but no penalties assessed, so play continues uninterrupted. Quick shot again, saved by Jason. The rebound came out, is able to be cleared further by the stick magnets as Phil plays it forward. and dumps it into the offensive zone. And Roderick coming out of the crease to cover it up for the whistle, not taking any chances, nor should he, as the Stick Magnets had more bodies down than the High Rollers did in that situation. Another face-off win by Mike Staley. It comes to Joe Riviere. He's not able to get it out of the zone. Comes to the point where the Stick Magnets are able to keep it in. Swing and a miss on that shot. And another shot attempt. It goes, I think, off of Joe's foot. He has some time and space to work with. Passes to center for Mike Staley. Mike to Dimitri. And back to Becca. Becca gains the zone. Able to put the shot on net. Steered aside by Jason. Rebound came up. Mike Staley couldn't get a stick on it, though. Another quick shot is deflected wide once more. Oh, nice cycle there. Quick shot. Oh, and another save by Jason. It's still loose. Still loose. Jason got his blocker on it a couple times and was able to steer it away. Finally cleared out by the defense of the Stick Magnets. But a frantic couple moments there for the Stick Magnets netminder Jason Boyd. Mike Staley couldn't get it out of the zone. Quick shot by Derek. Saved by Roderick. Got his glove on it in the nick of time. And Becca plays it all the way down. Will this go for icing? And indeed it will. High Rollers finding themselves on their toes for a little bit. So they're going to get a full line change here, it looks like, or almost a full line change, as Neil Mosier will stay out. He is the only one who does not come for a line change. Face-off win this time by the Stick Magnets. They have it along the wall to Mike Staley's stick, kept in, but then finds his way back to Staley's stick as he plays it forward. Oh, nice read there by the Stick Magnets, and they bring it forward. Quick shot, cross pass shot. Carolyn reads the play nicely, though, and is able to prevent a shot on net, and instead force the shooter wide to the corner. At his feet again, Carolyn swings it aside to the corner, and then finally comes out. It's going to be just wide of the net, but Jason Boyd chooses to cover it. Looked like he was going to play it for a moment, but he saw Aubrey coming on him very quickly. And so with 2.5 to play, we will have another face-off in the Stick Magnets defensive zone. One to Andra. She could not get the angle for a shot, instead swung it to the corner. Played up and around. Oh, Andra with another shot, just on the outside of the net, however. Couldn't get enough on it. That one's played out. And no icing here, as the referees ruled that Neil Mosier had a plausible play, plus he'll get there in the nick of time anyway. Played out to the High Rollers. They gain the zone. Nice move around. Pass attempt at center is stopped. And then play behind the Stick Magnets net. 1.5 minutes to play in the first period. And the Stick Magnets get out of the zone. Andrew Grant, cross rink pass to Derek. Derek with a shot. Saved by Roderick. He didn't know where it was. It was on his side, or on the side of the net rather. Derek has some space, tries to get it forward to Grant. Could not do so. Jessica Aaron comes in to try and keep it in place. She does so. Derek's waiting for a shot, or a pass rather. Instead, the shot comes on net. Roderick's able to make the save. Quick dump down. Came ahead of center, so no icing. As backhand shot, or backhand pass by Aubrey to Becca does not connect. And it was out of the zone, so the High Rollers were forced to touch up before they can play the ball. Once again comes out as Joe Riviere now with some time. Passes to center. Quick dump in by the High Rollers, 35 seconds and counting. Kept in, but just as quickly turned over. And a chance here for Andrew Gladfelter. Backhand save by Roderick. He was diving one way, but was just able to get his leg pad on it, and there's going to be a whistle here, a stoppage of play. And they're going to, is that an offside or a penalty? I'd seen a hand up. prior to the offside, but I think that was just in anticipation of it. And we will find out in a moment what the call was. I think it was offside, folks, as there doesn't seem to be any. Yes, it was indeed offside, so no penalty. Both teams will start the second period at full strength. The score is 0-0 here in this DCHL D4 playoff matchup. See you again in a quick moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second period of play in this DCHL D4 Division playoff matchup between the High Rollers in yellow and the Stick Magnets in white. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcha, still here, still calling the game. And it's still a 0-0 contest here as the High Rollers get the ball deep into the zone. Andrew Gladfelter, though, trying to get past Carolyn, could not do so. Good play by her to keep it in the offensive zone. Comes back out, quick shot. Goes wide of the net. Actually, I think it went on Jason Boyd's chest and then steered it wide. Another quick shot. That one does go wide and into the corner. High Rollers couldn't keep it in play. Joe is forced to run it down. He does so. Anna was on his tail, but he was able to get past her and get it deep. No icing as the ball was deflected a couple times on its way to the wall. Still in. Andra kept it in play. Tim Boyer trying to run it down, keep it in play. Comes to Dimitri, swing and a miss on the shot. His stick was actually held up for a moment by Andrew. And Andrew's able to poke it aside and get it out of the zone where Carolyn will be the first one to the ball. Phil coming on her quickly, but she's able to get it all the way up to Tim. Nicely done and nicely dumped into the zone where Tim Boyer will run it down, trying to get possession, does not succeed in doing so. One-handed kind of drag move there. Quick shot, wide of the net off the back wall. A backhand chance does not connect. Another quick shot. Oh, that one coming by Anna. It was wide of the net, but Roderick forced to sprawl just in case it wasn't wide. Neil Mosier trying to get it up to Becca, but Derek is the one with possession right now. That one comes out. Not a good angle for a shot. That one is a better angle for a shot, but Anna steered it wide. The Stick Magnets now enjoying an extended shift here in the offensive zone, as Derek will be the first one to that. He tried to bring up to the points, but the only one there was Becca, and she does not play for Stick Magnets, so she was able to get it deep. Dimitri now able to keep this in play for the High Rollers. High kind of clear, lofting clear into the opposite corner. Kept in. High Rollers get it to Mike Staley. Mike Staley, nice little tap there to buy himself some space. That shot is deflected numerous times, doesn't get anywhere near the net. Mike Staley, once again, good forechecking by him, able to maintain possession. Tried to get it to Neil Mosier at the point, but Neil, it was on his offhand, so he had to instead dump it deep, or try to dump it deep. It came out and instead came back. Stick Magnets get it to the point where Derek is waiting. Derek looked like he was going to shoot it, but instead passed it, but it went to Mike Staley's stick. Mike Staley up the boards, right past Aubrey. Aubrey couldn't get there. Becca does. Shot and a good block in front. And looked like Stick Magnets might have had a chance there, but instead they are forced to dump it, or they lose possession. High Rollers are forced to dump it deep. Derek, backhand pass to his wingmates. Dumps into the corner. Neil Mosier will get there as Derek and the rest of the forwards for the Stick Magnets get a line change. Able to keep in play, however, as a quick shot from Andrew Grant is steered aside by Roderick. Neil Mosier up to Aubrey. He's able to get around. That's going to be a wheeling penalty on him, however, as he put it well over Jessica Narod's back. And so Aubrey will serve 2 minutes on the bench for a high sticking penalty, and the Stick Magnets will enjoy 2 minutes of a man advantage. Looks like the face-off will occur at Roderick's glove side. Won by the High Rollers along the wall. No one has clear possession yet, however. Cleared up to the point. Jessica passed to Anna, but it went off of her shoulder. She has to get it back to Jessica. She does so. Andrew trying to stick lift. Andrew does not succeed. He gets it up to the point. Another shot. And Roderick Cruz able to make the save, snag it out of the air with his glove, and buy his team a little bit of time here for the face-off. The clock continues to run, as I mentioned earlier, folks, so face-off time is penalty killing time. As Carolyn gets it out of the zone past Jessica A-Rod's stick. Long play to Andrew Brandt. He has some time and space here. Quick shot, and Joe blocked it. Oh, that one went off of Roderick's mask. He's able to get up in the nick of time. As Jessica's shot, she wound up a little bit instead of taking it right away. Otherwise, she might have had more open net to work with. And that save by Roderick cannot be overstated. It came quick, and he was a little out of position, but he was able to, I don't even know if he intended to do so, but as he was falling, the ball hit his helmet. But a save is a save is a save. And that one was a beauty by Roderick Cruz. Another shot, that one steered aside by Roderick as well. Carolyn couldn't bat it out of the air. It goes to Andrew Grant's stick. And the other Andrew tried to steer to the front of that, could not do so. That one comes out of the zone as Jason Boyd will play it to the waiting defenseman for the stick Magnets. Cleared all the way down. No icing here. Play will continue uninterrupted. Joe Riviere plays it forward, batted down, and a quick shot wide of the net. Roderick again having to sprawl just in case. And that one, and once again, Roderick snags it out of the air. Kind of an erratic save as he had flashed the glove right in front of his face. Didn't even realize he had it at first. Then looked at his glove and said, oh, there it is. A magic trick here in this Halloween weekend. So both teams getting a bit of a personnel change here as some come on, some stay on. That one is cleared out to the point. Becca to Dimitri. Dimitri not able to get out of the zone. Neal couldn't succeed either. That comes to Derek. Derek O'Halloran's shot wide of the net goes into the opposite corner. And Neil Mosier gets it to Tim Boyer. Tim's stick is able to deflect the ball up to Dimitri, and he's able to get it out on the backhand dump. Stick Magnets are offside. Now they're able to play it, but not able to gain possession. Tim Boyer, quick shot. And then a glove save there by Jason Boyd. Saw what Roderick was doing and said, I could do that too. Face-off, not won by anybody in particular. Possession is being challenged here by both teams. Oh, went off of Neal's stick. A rare misplay by Neil Mosier as he is forced to swing it to the opposite side of the floor. Derek tried to center that for Phil, but Neal was able to get there in time and swing it out. No icing here as Becca of the High Rollers with the pressure. She's not able to get possession. She's waiting at the back door, waiting for a pass. It has not come yet. But the High Rollers continue to have possession in the zone. Dimitri, quick shot, saved by Jason Boyd. And play swung to the other side. Derek able to get it out of the zone. Becca was on his tail, but Derek was able to backhand it out in time. He continues to forecheck nicely, but he was the only one there. Only one anywhere near the vicinity of the ball from his team, so play is now in the defensive zone for the Stick Magnets as they continue to contend with multiple shots. And that one there saved by Jason Boyd once again. High shoulder save. He is forced to kind of cross his arms to keep from dropping it. Whatever works. And indeed, it did work. 5:45 to play in the second period. Scoreless matchup so far, 0-0. Who will break the ice. Who will find the back of the net first? Nobody yet, as Mike Staley is forced from the face-off circle. So Dimitri will go into his place, try to win it for the High Rollers. Play continues to stay along that wall nearest us. Oh, Mike Staley shot, and what a save by Jason Boyd! He had to slide and then drop right into the butterfly as Mike Staley had a bead on the back of the net. But the great wall of Boyd does its job and stops the goal from occurring. Play at the wall nearest us. Dimitri trying to buy himself some space, could not do so. Swung out all the way down. Will this be an icing? Carolyn Ellison running down to it. And play continues. I believe the referees had actually ruled that it was not going to be icing. Carolyn definitely won the race there, so there must have been something that occurred deflected perhaps to negate the icing. Whatever the result, play is continuing here as another quick shot, another weird bounce comes up, and Jason Boyd is forced to get his glove on it. The glove play is strong between these two goalies, Roderick and Jason. Cleared out, past everybody. No icing here as Roderick is forced to come out, and instead he will cover it. Ooh, he tried to pick it up with his glove and missed it. It was still rolling for a second, so he just decides, I'm just going to leave my glove on top of it rather than risk that again. Smart move, but it does result in a face-off in the High Rollers defensive zone. Won by the stick magnets, but Neil Mosier's the first one to it. He gets it out of the zone. Carolyn, first one there, swings it all the way down, goes to Jessica Nayrod's stick. Jessica comes out to Neil. Neil, oh, couldn't get it out, deflected off of Andrew's body. Good back checking though by Neil. He's able to get it out, and to Aubrey. Aubrey moving down with it. And back and forth we go, folks, as the stick magnets put a pass toward the crease. It was not a shot on net, but Roderick choosing to cover it up anyway. Smart move there. Good job by Carolyn in guarding the back door. But Roderick not leaving anything to chance, choosing to cover it up. We have now 2:45 to play and counting in the second period. Score is still 0-0. Andrew Grant was gonna put a shot on net, but it was poked aside for him. In the corner now, Phil and Neil doing battle for control of the ball. Phil has possession, but Neil on him like glue, not giving him anything. A nice stick lift, and he's able to backhand it up the boards, but instead goes to Andrew Grant. Andrew, shot goes wide of the crease. Another shot attempt by Andrew, but he couldn't get anything on it. Instead went to the corner as Neil Mosier now, with some time, swings it to the side. Played up by the High Rollers, but Andrew Grant intercepts the pass attempt. Deflected, no shots on net there, and that one comes out, not out of the zone, however. Good keep by the stick magnets as Neil swings it out, and Aubrey is way offside by a country mile. He didn't think he was offside, but he definitely was. And so the referees will drop the ball in the neutral zone. I think they were discussing whether that was going to be considered intentional offside or not. It was not. So the face-off happens right below us, just off camera. We try to give you as many views of the court as we can, but this camera's range is limited, folks. So whenever it's off camera, I'll be sure to give you the exciting play-by-play action. That's why I'm here. Part cameraman, part play-by-play man. High Rollers gain the zone, played forward, nice stick moves, but a good poke away by the stick magnets defense, and it's still in play. The High Rollers, another quick shot attempt that goes wide of the net. 48 seconds to go. High Rollers trying to get on the board and bring a one-goal lead into the third period. That one's going to come high and toward us. It actually hits off the basketball net, so play will be stopped. Clock continues to run, of course, but the play is stopped here, and the face-off will occur back in the stick magnet zone, as the person to clear it was a member of the stick magnets. Taken into the corner. Quick shot. Oh, that goes off the back of the net. It's on the back of the net now, but play continues here as actually Jason, I'm not sure if he covered it or if the referees decided that the play was dead because of the ball being on the back of the net, but whatever the case, that will be the end of the second period of play. The score is still 0-0. Who will break the tie? Will the tie be broken? I don't know. I can't predict the future, but we will find out here on the DCHL network in the third period of play between the stick magnets and the high rollers. Join us in a moment for more DCHL playoff action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this third and final period of regulation between the stick magnets in white and the high rollers in yellow. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitch. This is a playoff matchup here. One team will move on to the next round of playoffs. The other team will not. Who will it be? The score is 0-0. Nobody has scored yet. And someone will have to, if they hope to continue on. Played by the stick magnets. They try to get out of the zone. They do succeed in doing so. Carolyn Ellison will have to run it down. Instead, Joe Riviere is actually there first. So Carolyn wisely guards the back door as Anna is waiting there for a potential pass. Joe is down on his knees. A shot by Andrew. Quick shot. Oh, and it's loose. Roderick made the save, but it came out behind him. Anna wasn't able to get a stick on it. So the score remains at 0 apiece. But oh, what a chance by the stick magnets. And good job by Carolyn, especially there in guarding that back door. Anna couldn't get any traction on the ball for a shot, and that's because Carolyn was on her and was sticking on her. That's exactly what you want from your defenseman when you are a goalie sprawled on the ground and unable to get back up. Carolyn tried to keep it in play, couldn't do so, but she forces the stick magnets player wide along the wall. High rollers in general have done a good job of forcing the shooters wide. And when they have not, Roderick has been there to answer the call. Neil Mosier plays it up the boards, all the way down it goes. This will not be icing, so play continues. That comes out, up to Neil Mosier's stick. Neil plays it forward. Yellow was off, so they could not pursue it. They can now if they so choose, but instead Jessica Nayrod has a lot of time and space to work with. Played up. Becca tried to keep it in, could not do so. And Becca does have possession now along the wall as she dumps that deep and then continues to pursue her own dump in. Mike Staley's on the court now for the high rollers. He dumps it to the back wall. Stick magnets play it out. It goes all the way down. Will it be icing? No, it will not. Referee's ruling that Neil Mosier had a chance at it, even if he did not succeed, because it was a plausible play. The icing is negated in that instance. Neil centering pass, no one there for it except the stick magnets. They hit it back down, but they're offside. Derek O'Halloran cannot pursue. He can now, and he does so. That is deflected. Becca helps that out, so forces Derek back. Another dump-in attempt by the stick magnets, but it's held up by Neil Mosier's stick. He plays up to Mike Staley. Mike, nice play off the board past Jessica Nayrod. Phil is able to deflect it, but it comes to the stick of the high rollers. Another quick shot, and a save again with the blocker of Jason Boyd. Mike Staley moves, quick shot again. It went off the post, I believe. And Mike, great job by him in sticking with the play. Nice move to fake out Derek. Wraparound chance does not go. Boyd gets his stick on it. Another quick shot. That one's in the air. Boyd again with the save. Mike Staley, another shot. That one's blocked down by Derek's foot. And Mike continuing to move with it. He's done a great job on this sequence here and keeping the play alive. The high rollers have it in the zone. Becca couldn't keep it in place. No, beg your pardon, she does on the second effort. Another quick shot by Becca. Was going wide, but it was stopped by Jason's stick anyway, and he chooses to cover it up for the whistle, and I don't blame him, folks. That was a frantic couple of minutes there for the stick magnets. But Jason Boyd continues to stand tall, continues to make the saves to keep his team in it. Another quick shot. Jason Boyd has to cover that one up. Mike Staley again in the vicinity of that play, but could not poke it out from under Jason Boyd. And another shot off the face-off is again covered up by Jason. One again by the High Rollers. Joe, quick shot, it goes off the back wall. Anna tries to clear it out. I'm sorry, that is not Anna. Not Anna. Sticks with the play. Becca with possession, tries to get it past Derek. She does so, goes through the crease, but does not go on net as Mike Staley dumps it down to Joe. Good cycling by the High Rollers. Joe Riviere. Whoa, nice pass. And oh, another one. Couple good shots and nice passing there by the High Rollers. Jason Boyd able to make both saves and able to make that one as well. He's down on the ground, got a piece of it with his glove. And the High Rollers putting on a shooting gallery here, trying desperately to get on the board, be the first team to get on the board this matchup. But Jason Boyd doing great work in net. Another shot attempt by the High Rollers. That one does not get on net. And a 2-on-1 opportunity here as Andrew Grant is held up. That's going to be an interference call. Andrew Grant, quick shot. And that stick lift prevents the shot, but it's not going to prevent the penalty. Andrew Grant was held up, was interfered with, and so the High Rollers will be shorthanded here with 9:18 to play in regulation. Not the ideal outcome for the High Rollers, but in that case, sometimes it's good to take a penalty and hold up the shooter for a moment, give your netminder a chance to get in position and prepare for the shots. Good back checking as well by the High Rollers to prevent a quality chance on net. Had they scored, the penalty would have been waved off, but they did not score, so the High Rollers are shorthanded here. Carolyn held up that play. Another quick shot. That one goes well wide of the net. Play continues in the corner as the stick magnets are trying to get on the board. A wraparound chance does not go in. Bounces off the side of the net, and Roderick covers it up for the whistle. But the stick magnets have a golden opportunity here. This is I believe this is the first penalty of the game. Another quick shot. That one's deflected before it gets to the nets. And played out to Andrew. Andrew, quick shot. Oh, off the post, not in. Joe Shea had the angle, could have called it a good goal, but did not. I mean, he couldn't have called it a good goal if it didn't go in. And in fact, I don't believe it did. So play continues here as another shot from the point. That's saved by Roderick, gets a piece of it. And the net is just off there as Roderick had dislodged a little bit. He's able to get it back to its original position. That one finally comes out. The stick magnets gaining some reprieve here. And that one's going to go to Dimitri's stick. Dimitri clears up the boards all the way down. It goes. Stick magnets, a couple quality chances on this power play, including the very, very close one a moment ago off the post. But neither team is on the board yet. No one has scored a goal. Andra clears it down for the High Rollers. Good play by her. Not too much time remaining on the power play, but enough to where they take a shot, take a chance at it. Steered aside by Roderick. It went wide, came off the back wall, and he steered it aside with his stick. Tim Boyer tried to clear it out, couldn't do so. Neil Mosier, a little slash there, but I think the referees are going to let that one go. Roderick was anticipating it going one way, but didn't even get to him. That one will, and he'll cover it up for the whistle with 6:38 to go, and I believe the penalty will expire here on the drop. Don't quote me on that, but I think that is what's going to occur. And in fact, it has already expired, so we are at full strength here. Mike Staley running all the way down, trying to beat the icing. It's not going to be icing anyway. Comes all the way down, and Carolyn was coming up for a line change. Good heads-up play by her to not touch the ball. Otherwise, it would have been a too many players penalty. She was coming off. Did not expect the ball to be dumped by the stick magnets, but it was. And another positive outcome of that for the High Rollers is that it resulted in an icing. Won by the High Rollers. Kept in play. Dimitri along the wall against Phil, trying to play it forward. Becca to Mike. Mike Staley, quick shot. Oh, it's loose! Jason Boyd make the save, but it had popped out. He didn't realize that at first, but no hard, no foul there as the defense was able to dump it down. Is this going to be icing? It will not. It was deflected, so play will continue. Neil Mosier tried to backhand clear, could not do so. Kept in by the High Roller, or by the stick magnets, beg your pardon. Mike Staley with the pressure now. Stick magnets have possession. Good job by Phil. Continuing to buy some time in the corner, creates some space for himself, and Becca is able to get it down up to Dimitri. Dimitri, a quick shot, it's deflected, goes to Mike Staley. Mike Staley looking at taking a shot here, and it does go in! Mike Staley had possession, kind of made a semicircle, carried it around a couple players, was able to put it on net. Jason Boyd might have been screened there. I believe he was, given the movements of Mike Staley. He took it against a couple players, forced his goalie to be screened by his own team, and that'll result in the first goal of the game. The High Rollers now up 1-0 with 4:15 to play. So the stick magnets, will they answer back? Well, they won't there, as that is, I believe, iced. And indeed, it was icing. Stick magnets don't like the call, but it will stand, so they will have to deal with another defensive zone draw. And the clock continuing to tick down now. Won by the stick magnets. Derek tries to clear it out, succeeds in doing so. Phil tries to run it down. Will he get there in time? He will. He wins the race and is able to have possession for a moment. He sticks with the play, kept in by the stick magnets now. Play in the corner, up the wall. Stick magnets, a good poke there. But Joe runs forward with it. Oh, nice keep. That is actually not in, but... Oh, what a goal! It came out. Good poke. And the long shot does result in the first goal for the stick magnets. And once again, folks, we have a tie game. Good job by the stick magnets and not getting down after that goal against them. They continue to stick with the play, and a nice defensive keep there results in a good goal. High shot over Roderick's shoulder, and that shot will come by Derek. The long shot worked once, so why not try it again? But Roderick was ready for it that time. Swung up to Andra. Andra can't get a stick on it, so she has to try and stick with the play. Derek, quick shot, another quick shot. It's loose, still loose. Good job by Carolyn in preventing the backdoor goal. And Anna now gets it to Derek. And the stick magnet says, you can tell, folks, they're forcing Roderick to move from post to post. Oh, and a swing and a miss there by Derek. Otherwise, that would have been a wide open net. And that's slightly off, but not enough to stop play as Aubrey brings it to center. Pass back to Aubrey. He's got to run it down. He will not be the first one there for it. High Rollers have a chance. Quick shot towards the net. Doesn't get there. Swing and a miss, as it was too high, too bouncy for Carolyn to handle. So Neil Mosier will instead get back. He was actually messing with his gear a second ago, but he was able to get his glove back in time and stick with the play. And Becca trying to get it in play, could not do so. Mike Staley is able to dump it in, but not far enough. Played up to Andrew Grant. Andrew Grant now with possession. Carolyn forces him wide. Bang, bang play. It's forced down out of the zone. Mike Staley tries to play it out. couldn't do so. Neil Mosier plays it up the boards. Cross floor pass to Andrew Grant. Andrew Grant tries to get around. Gets around one player, quick shot, goes wide. Another quick shot, that one from a tough angle. Roderick's able to make the save. Comes out to Mike Staley's stick. He moves with it now. And he couldn't get it in the zone. He does that time. It does gain the zone. Becca trying frantically to keep it in play, does not do so. Neil Mosier now holds up, lets his team get back onside. Good pass to center, but quickly hit out by the stick magnets. Carolyn dumps it deep. No icing here, so play will continue with 40 seconds remaining. We might see overtime here, folks. Cleared down. Neil Mosier stops it. Long pass, so just past the stick of Andrew Grant. Becca now plays it forward. Swung to center. And Andrew Gladfelter had to try to get around 3 high rollers players. Couldn't do so. That's played up the boards, kept in. Long shot. Does not get on net. Oh, nice play there by Mike Staley to prevent a shot on goal. He plays it forward again. Kept in play, but a good block by Neil. Neil couldn't block that one. Instead comes down. Roderick came way out to make that save. And it paid off as time ticked down. And that is the end of regulation, folks. We will have a 5-minute overtime, and if necessary, a shootout. What an exciting matchup here in DCHL Playoff Sunday. And we'll be right back, folks. Take a break. The video will play for you in a moment, but for me, I need a drink of water and I need to calm my nerves down. This is such an exciting matchup here on the DCHL Network. Welcome back, folks. This is the 5-minute overtime period in the DCHL D4 Division playoff matchup between the High Rollers in yellow and the Stick Magnets in white. The score is 0-0 for most of the game, and then a couple quick goals by both teams put them even again at 1 apiece. Oh, and little drag play there by the High Rollers, but it went on the outside of the net. It says 4-on-4 overtime. If there is still not a tie-breaking goal here to end the game, then there will be, 2-on-1 here chance, but not able to get it to center. That one is kicked aside by the High Rollers. As I was saying, if there is no deciding goal, then there will be a shootout. As Dimitri tries to prevent that from happening, but Jason Boyd able to make the save. Taken around the back of the net. Played up the boards as Anna tries to play it out, but Dimitri is able to back check his way to prevent the play out. It does come out though. And now a 2-on-2 play here. A quick shot and wide of the net. I didn't hear a bounce. I thought it had found the back of the net for a moment, but it did not. As now the High Rollers dump it deep once again. And another quick dump, and Joe Riviere able to prevent it from gaining the zone initially. Phil with a chance at it. He's along the wall, not a good angle. He's trying for the wraparound, but instead Joe is on him, so he's instead forced to contend with a pass that trickles into the crease and allows Roderick a chance to cover it up here. No shot came his way, but good heads-up play by him to cover it up for the whistle. Face-off win by the Stick Magnets. That comes all the way down. Roderick steers it aside with his stick. Play in the corner. Now coming up along the wall. Played out to Mike Staley. Oh, good swipe there. Joe swinging a miss on the initial clear attempt, but he does get it to Mike Staley. Mike now holds up and tried to get to Joe, but Joe is actually offside. Now Mike has to run it down. He does so. And it goes up, not quite out the zone yet, as that one will bounce a couple different ways. Oh, quick shot saved by Roderick. Andrew Gladfelter with a nice chance, but Roderick was able to make the save, and his defense was able to help him out the rest of the way. So it comes back to Andrew Grant. Now a quick shot, but again, deflected wide. Mike Staley with some space to work with. Moving. Mike Staley had the high rollers goal earlier. Andra tried to put a shot on net, couldn't do so. Instead, it goes to the corner. Jessica Nayrod with possession now, gets it around to her defensive teammate. And that one will come down. It's going to go, would have been icing, but instead Roderick played it to Carolyn. Carolyn able to get it down and out of the zone just as quickly. It's out, but it goes to Tim Boyer. Nice move around. Tim dumps it into the corner. 1:45 to go in the overtime period. And played out to Mike Staley. Mike Staley moving with it. Quick shot, and it does not. I didn't believe that went on net. Pass to Tim, swing and a miss on that chance. Carolyn, though, will get there in time, is able to dump it deep once more. Good keep by her as it goes to Andra. Andra plays it toward the net, and Jason Boyd covers it up, not taking any chances. 1 minute and 20 seconds and counting to go here in the overtime period. A lot at stake here, folks. One team will move on to the next round of the DCHL D4 Division playoffs. The other team will not. They might play a consolation game, that is to be determined, but if you win in the playoffs, you are guaranteed more games. A quick shot by Dimitri, and it is saved by Jason Boyd. Dimitri now taking it forward. Nice move around, backhand, a wraparound backhand attempt rather, and Jason Boyd is able to make the save. 35 seconds to go. We might see a shootout, folks. How exciting would that be? I know I'm excited for it. Your mileage may vary. Played up the boards to Dimitri. Back down into the corner. High rollers with control here. Stick magnets having difficulty getting out of the zone again. That trickles to the side of the net where Jason Boyd covers it up, and I believe that will be the end of the period. We might get one face-off here. 10 seconds to go and counting. But neither team really in a hurry. Quick shot off the face-off, goes wide, and that'll do it for the overtime period, folks. We're gonna see a shootout. Who will be the hero? Who will claim victory? We will find out here in a moment on the DCHL Playoff Network. Stick around for shootout action between the High Rollers and the Stick Magnets. Welcome back, folks. Shootout action here. Andrew Gladfelter, the first shooter for the Stick Magnets. Moving down, moderate amount of speed. Quick shot, save by Roderick Cruz. First shooter for the High Rollers is Dimitri. I've been calling someone else Dimitri the whole matchup, so my apologies. Nice move, nice couple moves here. Oh, and he had a chance at it, but Jason Boyd was able to poke the ball away and hold up Dimitri's chance. Good job by Jason Boyd. Mike Elliott, the next shooter up here for the Stick Magnets. And he comes in at about center. Quick shot and a save! Oh no, a goal rather! My apologies, I thought Roderick had gotten a piece of it, but he had not. Clean shot, clean goal there by Mike Elliott. Carolyn Ellison, the next shooter up for the High Rollers. Moves in at center, moves forward, quick shot, oh, and it hit the post! So close! The High Rollers remain off the board in this shootout. The Stick Magnets currently up 1-0 in the shootout. And Rachel, for the Stick Magnets, has a chance for the win here. If she finds the back of the net, the Stick Magnets will move on. If not, the High Rollers will have another chance at it. Moves in to the side, quick shot. Save by Roderick. He looked behind him. Wasn't sure if it trickled behind him, but it did not. Good save by Roderick Cruz. Brian is next up for the High Rollers. I've been calling him Dimitri the whole matchup. So again, Dimitri and Brian, I apologize. Brian has a chance here to even this up. He must score, otherwise the Stick Magnets will win. Couple deking moves, quick shot, and a save by Jason Boyd. And that'll do it, folks. The High Rollers fall to the Stick Magnets by a score of 2-1. An exciting game it was. In the end, the High Rollers will not move on to the next round of the playoffs. That spot is reserved for the Stick Magnets, but both teams playing extremely well. Both netminders playing extremely well. What a game, folks. Best game of the night so far, but stick around. We have plenty more DCHL playoff action for you here today. I've been your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcher. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a nice rest of your day and enjoy the rest of the hockey.